everyone. It is Wednesday, the 1st of March. How are you tonight? What are you and especially you, yes, you, what are you grateful for tonight? Tell me about it. Tell me about your day and what you are grateful for. That is what I want to know. That is what I want to know on this 1st of March. Get my all my stuff going here the right direction. Let me get myself in frame here. Everything's a little discombobulated. Hello, Kitty. How are you tonight? It is great to have you here live on the 1st of March. I hope you are having a fabulous day. I saw I had a big email from you. Hey, Julie Jankowitz. On Anniversary Eve for Julie Jankowitz. Getting ready to celebrate 20. Thank you, Julie. We're super excited about our new location. We truly are. It was great. It's exciting. We're going to talk about that a little bit tonight. It has been very, very exciting, and a lot of good energy. Yes, she may not be in the store, Kitty, but there's always work to do. My desk is this is one pile on my desk after several days of not being around. So I get it. I actually have an office day tomorrow. I think I have an office day tomorrow. I'm trying to get reorganized, and then I'm punished with an 8 a.m. meeting on Friday. But it's all coming together. Hey, Carrie Perry in Florida. Florida is in the house. Florida is in the house. Yes, I'm right with you, Julie. I'm very glad Kitty is home. It's had a hard run here, but this is a good thing that you are home. And I am guessing Precious, and I forget the other cat's name. Or is it Princess? Precious or Princess? Your cats are happy that you're home. 7:15 live on the air tomorrow, Julie. That's awesome. I did not know that. I did not know you were going to be on the radio tomorrow. But and it's even worse because it's 7:15 Central Time. Princess and Mama. Nice. Well, that is great stuff. That I love that you're getting some airtime, Julie, as you get ready to launch your anniversary weekend. We had a lot of positive excitement. So a lot of good things are happening, and that's really awesome. It goes back to what I'm always saying. Our best days are ahead of us. And you've survived 100% of your worst days. You've survived 100% of them. So don't sweat it. I love the local support. It is wonderful. Well, let's get started with our Stay Positive book here, and let's get started with that, and then we'll talk about some positive. I love local support. Tonight in the Stay Positive book, we are on page 196. Each day when you wake up in the morning, ask the question, what are the 3 most important things I need to do today that will help me create the success I desire? Then each day, take action on those 3 things. That is very true. I very much agree with that. I very much agree with that 3 things. It's something I come back to often when Angie and I work with stores. Oh, first of all, we are broadcasting on both Facebook and YouTube tonight. Any problems with Facebook, hop right on over to YouTube. I'm there. I see me. So the three things, focus on the three things, and it's a phrase that I use often, although sometimes I stretch it to five. I say 3 to 5 because so often we're when Angie and I are working with stores one on one, we're taking those incremental steps. What will it take in your staff meeting, in your store, in what's happening in your world? What incremental steps can we make? And we work with usually between 3 and 5. Getting more than 5 and it gets watered down and things get lost. And so that is a great lesson to take with you in all the things you do. So just as the Stay Positive book said today, what are the 3 most important things you're going to do today? And everything. So, I like that. And I got to make myself a note for tomorrow. So I wanted to talk a little bit more about this store move because so many of you have been asking me about it, and there's really 2 key things that made this move happen seamlessly. Cassandra, Angie asked both Cassandra and myself individually how we would rate the move. And Cassandra's rating's far more important than mine because hers is the actual store itself. And whereas I look at the overall operation, and Cassandra gave it a 9 out of 10. Okay, that was her rating when Angie hit her with the question. When Angie popped the question to Cassandra, she said a 9 out of 10. So that's pretty good. But what made this move, what made this transition, and keep in mind, this happened 34 days. And you'll see, I know Cassandra and our social media people have posted some of the before pictures and things on social media. So if you follow QTeaks or you get our emails, you'll see some of that, and we have more of them that we'll be posting because part of this, Angie's had me keeping a diary of it so we can do it. So it's 34 days from lease to open, 34 days to build it out, okay? Have the contractors, the plumbers, the electricians, the alarm and security people, the locksmiths, the painters, everything. I mean, all of that happened in 34 days. Okay. And it is unbelievable. It is, in retrospect, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable, except for some of our longest team. Okay. Some of the people that have been with us the longest are like not surprised by it by all. Some of our newer team members, and especially team members that don't know me well. Okay, they know Cassandra better because I'm not there. I'm not in the stores. I'm not involved on the day-to-day. I show up at a quarterly staff meeting. I pop my head in and say, good job. I've heard about you. Nice to meet you. I'm not in my stores. And so this was, for some of them, the first time them seeing me on a more regular basis, just because I was making sure everything was moving along. But this happened, this all came to be for 2 main skills. And the first one was planning. And this is a skill set that Angie and I talk a lot about. Okay. And we talk a lot about it because it makes amazing things happen. It makes amazing things look unbelievable. It makes amazing things come to life We bring good things to life, the old GE saying, okay? Proper planning, okay? Taking the time to plan out, taking the time to have vision, okay? To have vision, to say, this old dilapidated store, and it was sad, it was tired, okay, can be something beautiful. And, we can bring the character of our beautiful old mill building that we were in and create something beautiful in a more modern space. We can do that. And we can create that. And we can plan this out. Okay? So planning, okay, taking the time to actually lay this out, okay? And part of what set the date, okay, because when I started calling people and said what would my target be, I said early March would be great. If we could be open in by March, okay, so here I am at the end of January saying, well, they're asking me when it would be perfect for us to be open and move. Okay. And this wasn't a must happen date. Okay. It wasn't like I had to be out of our old space by this date, but this was what would be the best thing? You're asking me what the best thing would be. And I said early March. And why did I say that? Well, anybody in resale, and really, quite honestly, anybody in retail knows that you're about to have this huge influx of inventory. Okay. The spring inventory, the floodgates are about to open. And I knew that if we could move at relatively a low point of inventory, it would be less stressful. Could we do it with more inventory? You bet you. Okay. You bet you. But it would be a little bit better if we could be early March than late March, because by late March, April, you all know what spring inventory is going to be looking like and how full you're going to be. How full you're going to be. So that's where we started our date. Okay, that's where the date came from. And then we started working backwards on all the things that had to happen. Okay, we had to get painters, we had to get contractors, we had to get electricians. We knew all this work that was going to happen to transform this ugly space into something beautiful. Flooring was another. We had to refloor the whole space. Okay, because we didn't want the flooring that was there. We could have cleaned up the flooring that was there. To be honest, we know we could have had our commercial cleaning crew come in and they could have buffed the heck out of that floor and probably made it look respectable, but it'd be more thrift store like and not the vibe that we wanted, especially coming from an old mill building. So we knew we had to do flooring as well. So when we worked with that and contacted our contractors who we use in our community. So this is again reaching out to our community, and this is how it happened. And tell them that what our goals were and what our plan was, they were all on board because we had thought it out. We were decisive in what we wanted, and we had a plan. Okay, then you get into the move. The actual move, and this is where a lot of you get hung up. Okay, you can have a vision for a space, well, and everything, but you guys get hung up on perfection. You guys get hung up on perfection. And is anything ever perfect? No. Things are not always perfect. Things are not always perfect. And getting hung up on perfection, okay, stops you from making progress. Stops you from making progress. And so, we had a plan. It is not about that we had the most people doing it. Yes, well, you are a professional, but you are. But those details that you work on, April, are amazing. You make all that amazing. The stuff that is in your lane, okay, that you make amazing is really awesome, and we love you for it. but moving out of perfection, okay, and focusing on progress, okay, um, allows you to keep moving forward, okay, and the goal is to minimize any downtime, okay. I in case anyone is uncertain, let me erase any lack of certainty. I hate being closed. I hate it. I always want to be open, whatever, and that's one of the core tenets from whenever we first opened our business. Okay, Cassandra could tell you that, I told her before she put the hours on the door to think long and hard about it, because whatever we promise, that commitment that we make, when you say on the door, we're going to be open these hours, okay, we're going to be open, okay, no matter what, no matter whether our kid is sick, no matter whether the dog has to go to the vet, no matter what, we're going to be open. And we take that very seriously. Now I know there's some COVID things and things where we step back and we say, take a breath from it sometimes and say, in a bad storm or something where we close early, or we might delay opening or close because of the weather, and that's okay. But there is a core tenet to that. And so when you make that commitment, I always think of the mother, because we started with kids. I always think of the mother that loads her kids in the car and gets everything in there and her list, and drives all the way to your store with the kids, gets the kids out of the car and gets them to the door holding all these kids, and realizes you're closed, and how awful they would feel, okay, and dejected. So that's what I always have in my mind, okay, when I say I don't want to be closed. So we advertised, we were closed. Monday was moving day. Monday the 27th was moving day, and we were closed on Monday. And really, we did that to reduce the stress on my team. I fully, and to reduce the disappointment of our customers, depending on when in the day they stopped at either store. We've done it before where we have been open at the old and the new while we were moving. And it worked okay when we were smaller. At the size we are today, we decided, okay, let's make the commitment. Let's tell our customers in advance we're going to be closed and on Monday, but we will be open on Tuesday. And that allowed us to seamlessly do everything. Now, the other part that we focused on progress, not perfection, is, okay, we're dealing with breakables. We're dealing with glassware. Hey, Michelle, it is great to have you here. Cheers. I got to get a check-in with you on this week. Cheers. Glassware, breakables, okay? Home decor is not like clothing. It's breakable. It's breakable, okay? There are things that break. And we use those totes with flip-top lids to move things, okay? Those hard plastic totes with flip-top lids, the lids are attached to pack our breakables. But we did not wrap every individual item, okay? And this is hard for a lot of you. We did not take perfect care with each and every item. We took care, but not perfect care. We focused on progress. That meant, okay, putting some paper down, or some wrapping paper and things on the bottom level. Okay, then we'd put some items down. Then we'd put another piece of paper down, and then we put some more items. And then we put another piece of paper on top of them and put some more items, packing these totes extremely tight so things would not move during moving. And I know that scares the heck out of you, especially when you look at my cocktail glass tonight, okay, and this beautiful glass, and you think about what could break. But think about the time and labor savings with that method, okay? You have to look at the progress side of it. The time and labor savings in doing it that way allowed us to pack up a very large store very quickly, okay? Because we were focusing on filling totes, and making them super tight, so So things didn't have a lot of room to wiggle and jiggle as they moved on the truck. And this was a 2 mile move, and there was this huge pothole. Okay, this huge pothole at this one intersection just before a light. Okay, that had opened up in the street. It had to have just opened up over the weekend. And, so we were always trying to avoid it with the wheels of the truck as we drove through town um, between the locations. And I usually hit it with the front wheel, but not the back wheel, but of the moving truck. But we were loading that in that way. Okay, so not wrapping, the way you would send an item home with the customer, but wrapping for a layer of protection, but not perfect, not perfection, progress. Okay, knowing that, yeah, we're going to break something. Okay, we're going to break something, and we're going to buy some items that are broken. We know that we're going to buy some items that are broken. Okay, and that's okay. So in that, we were moved. We packed up and had everything in the new store in about 10 hours. Okay, everything was in the new store. Not everything was unpacked in the new store. Okay, time is money, Julie. You are correct. Time is money. Okay, the labor savings on both sides. It's not just the labor in the packing, it's the labor in the unpacking. Okay, the time that you spend unwrapping all of these beautiful glasses, beautiful glassware, dishes, everything else. Now, there were a few items. Very few. We took special care with, and what I mean by that is they didn't go on the truck. Like literally, the last consignment on Sunday, because Monday was moving day. The last consignment on Sunday was this gorgeous, very expensive Turkish style inspired lamp with these hanging balls that all lit up individually. They were strands that came out. Gorgeous, extremely fragile, and but absolutely gorgeous lamp. Some that we took in the back of a car very gently, okay, and did not put on the truck. But there were like 3 items, 5 items, 6 items. There were no more than a half a dozen items that we did that with. There were no more than a half a dozen items. I know one of them sold on Sunday that we were like, woohoo, this sold and we don't have to do it. There was this another lamp that we knew we were going to, that we had identified, ultra fragile items. But with that, and with all the items that we moved, and I don't have an item count for you, but I can get that for you. Okay, so far with our unpacking, we broke $300 worth of items at retail. Okay, $300 worth of items at retail we broke. Okay, could you imagine how many more hours we would have spent if we had wrapped things properly? We had wrapped all these glasses properly so that nothing would break, in theory, and still something would break. So the labor savings on both sides was huge. Again, focusing on progress, not perfection. Okay, we were open Tuesday. Not everything was unpacked. Everything is still not unpacked. A lot of things are. Okay, the majority of the store is, but we still have totes to unpack. And that's okay. We are focusing on progress. Okay. Yes, I would have paid so much more in payroll. You are right. And if you have home decor, Kitty, you are right. Things get broken. It's just part of the mix. It's just part of it. You can't lose sleep over it. You can't lose sleep over it. I do not lose sleep over it. I do not lose sleep over it at all. That side of it, when you look at this, okay, and you look at all that we did, Okay, customers were so excited to start coming in. They were so excited to come out and see the new space. Okay, to see what we have done, to see what we have set up. Okay, to see us in progress and creating these beautiful displays. To buy things in our new, bright, beautiful store. Uh, yes, yes, I break things too. I'm the bull in the china shop. I am the bull in the china shop. But that's the thing. This isn't a bit, and it's not even, I bet you, a high item count. I'm looking at the list. What's the most expensive thing? 18. There's you know but it's all stuff, and it's okay. It's okay, so we deal with that. Not a big deal, but savings on labor. I mean, we would have spent days, okay, moving this and unpacking this, had we wrapped everything, had we taken all that additional care, which would have cost us way more than $300. We would have been closed longer. We would have been closed for days. And this isn't because I had a big team. Okay, this isn't because I had this massive amount of people doing it. We had 2 people from 9 to 4 packing. And then they had 2 helpers during the day. Okay, one for only 3 hours, and one was a few hours more than that. So that is 7 hours, 14 hours of labor. Call it 20 hours, a little more than 20 hours of manpower to pack up the whole store. Okay. And that's what we're using to unpack it. Okay. It's not about having the biggest team, it's about having them focused. It's about having them execute the plan that you have done. And executing your vision, even if they can't see the whole vision. Okay, they don't need to see the 30,000-foot view. They don't need to see above. Okay, everything. Okay, they need to see enough to handle. Okay, they need to know where their next waypoint is. Where, if they're walking in the dark, which they're not, okay, because they're executing your plan, they'd have to be able to see what to touch next. Okay, how close is the next toe? But they're not walking blind in this. They are not walking blind if you took the time to plan. And you're focusing on progress. Okay, if you are focusing on every display has to be perfect, if you are focusing on no item can be broken, if you are focusing on that you can't open the store until it is 100% perfect, okay, you will never open. Okay, you'll go a week being closed. What does a week cost you? Okay, you'll go 2 weeks being closed. And I know some of you do this, and I know I'm stressing some of you out even just saying this. Okay, this amount of things. I know that's stressing you out, but it's been really very successful. And the people are out, they're shopping, and they're excited to see it. And they're excited to come back more often because they see the amount of additional merchandise that we haven't stocked on the shelves yet. And granted, this was easier. Our space was bigger. So it's always easier when you're going a little easier when you're going bigger. But I've worked with stores going from bigger to smaller. So there's all sorts of options, but it's executing the vision and focusing on progress, not perfection. So that's those 2 skills is what I want you to take. Yes, customers love to get up in the middle of setting things up, but those 2 skills, okay, planning and progress over perfection, are what I want you to keep in mind, because that is what made this successful. Okay, that is, and a team, a team that cares, people that care. And most of your team cares. Okay, they would not be there. This is not just about a paycheck. They do care. So that is my feedback to you tonight. That is the lesson to learn from tonight. and focus on your next project. It may not be a move. It may be a store reset. It may be flipping, men's to women's side of the store, home decor on this, small home decor on this side, and moving ladies over there. Whatever it is, whatever your next project is, take it on with planning and progress over perfection, and you will see amazing success. Amazing success. That is what I share with you tonight. You know what else I share with you? This video, and everything I talk about goes over to the YouTube channel. You're Not Alone Running This Store, where you can like, comment, subscribe, and oh yes, ring the bell. Ring it so you know when another one drops. You can also share it with everybody you know in business, the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker, so we can help everybody build a better business. I am here every Sunday and Wednesday at More 8 Than Ish, live in the Next Level Resale Consulting Facebook page and streaming on the YouTube channel. You're Not Alone Running This Store. But if you have a question in between, just email me, Neil, Neil at nextlevelresale.com, Neil at nextlevelresale.com. We start the program every night with the Stay Positive book. Stay Positive is how we start every night. Tonight, we are on page 196. Each day when you wake up in the morning, ask the question, what are the three most important things I need to do today that will help me create the success I desire? Then each day, take action on those three things. Don't get mad at the naysayers. Don't hate the energy vampires. Instead, realize that without them, you wouldn't be as strong. If you never got sick, you wouldn't develop a strong immune system. Negative people make you more resilient, wiser, and better. Yes, they do. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Neil Abramson. I do like a good party, a wedding, a bar mitzvah, grand opening party. Gonna have one on the 24th, 25th? 24th. Oh, hang on a second. Am I on the right month? 24th. Yes. 24th of March. My calendar was still on February on my computer. On the 24th of March. But until then, and until Sunday night at More 8 Than Ish, know that you, but most importantly you, yes you, I see you there. Know that you are not alone running this store. Have a great night, everybody. It's time for dinner.